Hey guys, welcome in a new episode of Steven's Week, your weekly update on marketing and technology. This week I'm going to give you an update on the NFT market. I'm going to talk about a big move of retailer Best Buy, and Amazon finally did what all of us thought they would do for years. So enjoy this new episode. This week, retailer Best Buy, which is famous for selling consumer electronics, this week they made an acquisition, a company called Current Health, and this is already the third acquisition of Best Buy in the healthcare market, which seems strange. Just imagine a consumer electronics store in your neighborhood and suddenly they want to go into the market of remote healthcare, and already acquisition number 3, so they're really serious about this. And it's a general trend that you see. What they want to do at Best Buy is they want to extend their revenue streams, create new revenue streams. Even though Best Buy is seen as one of the best e-tailers in the world of consumer electronics in the US, their revenue has stagnated in almost the last 10 years around $43 billion. So there's almost no growth, even though that they're doing a great job. So they want to extend their reach. And healthcare is an interesting domain for many of them, especially now that we had the big jump forward in remote healthcare. And Best Buy isn't the only retailer doing this. Companies like Amazon and Walmart are also investing in healthcare solutions. With Amazon, it started as a program for their own employees that they're now rolling out nationwide. So you see how they're evolving. And 2 weeks ago, I shared the example of Walgreens that really did a big jump into financial services with their new debit account and MasterCard solutions that they have. So you see more and more how companies are not staying in their lane anymore. In the past, a bank was a bank, a retailer was a retailer, a healthcare company was a healthcare company. Today, these retailers are looking for new ways to create revenue and are also, and that's also important, looking for new ways to create customer loyalty. So interesting to see how this is going, and a big new step forward for Best Buy. We all knew that it would happen one day, and this week it happened. Amazon announced that they will create and sell a smart fridge. And in terms of functionalities, it does what almost every smart fridge does. It looks at your inventory, it keeps track of what you have in the fridge, it brings you recipes, it gives you nutrition advice, all those kind of things. You see those in the Samsung smart fridge as well. But of course, the strength of this is if Amazon really becomes an important player in the smart fridge business, think about the amount of data, again, that they will collect from their customers. And imagine, of course, the fact that you own the fridge, but that you also own the grocery store. That's Amazon. I mean, that's the moment that you can start automating your weekly routine kind of grocery shopping, which all of us spend a lot of time on. What if you can automate this and it just happens by itself? That's the potential that you have being Amazon. And as a consumer, that's the benefit of buying this Amazon fridge, that you connect it to the store and that you have all those benefits. And for Amazon, again, I mean, they're getting closer and closer into people's lives. 2 weeks ago, I announced the Astrobot. Remember that household robot that follows you throughout the house? Imagine the amount of information they gather there. So Amazon is moving from the everything store to the I'm gonna try to be part of every part of your life kind of company. And this smart fridge, maybe it's a small thing, but it just shows the direction that they want to evolve into. Time to give you an update about the NFTs, the non-fungible tokens, the technology that allows you to buy a digital asset, and it gives you a line on the blockchain to tell the world that you are the sole owner of a digital asset. It's been a hype this year. I've talked about it multiple times during my weekly update. There are some facts that came out this week. In the previous quarter, there were NFTs sold for a total value of 1.3 billion US dollars. This quarter now that we just ended, now we had a total value that was sold for more than $10 billion. So it almost went times 8 in terms of money spent on NFTs. So that's a lot. But on the other hand, the community of people that are buying NFTs is about the same size. It's 265,000 people in the world that are actively working with NFTs. So that's a very small group, and they're obviously spending more. The challenge for NFTs will be to go beyond the 265 and see how they can extend their reach in terms of number of people that are actually working with NFTs. I talk about NFTs during my keynotes a lot, and I still notice that the largest percentage of the world doesn't have a clue what NFTs are. So the users are small, the people that are aware of it are small, but the investments are rising rapidly. So very curious to see how fast it will become part of not just the innovators, but also the early majority. That's going to be the challenge for NFTs. In this weekly, I also want to involve some personal news, 2 things that I would like to share with you. First of all, since the last couple of months, I had a new podcast. It's called Radar by Nextworks. With a group of people, every month we make a podcast where we give our insights and our conclusions about a number of things that are happening in the world of technology, customer experience, all the things around innovation that excite us. So please check out our Radar by Nextworks podcast. Would love to see you there as well. And a second thing is that I am launching a new book. It's a thriller. It's only available in Dutch for now. It's my second technology thriller. It's called The Upgrade, and it's a story that is happening in 2045. The story is about the impact of DNA manipulation and gene editing. So I'm very excited about that, and I hope the Dutch-speaking people will check out The Upgrade and read it and tell me what they think about it. So I just wanted to add some personal news in this weekly. This was my weekly update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you again next week for a new episode of Steve's Week. Take care. Bye-bye.